Well, I'm shocked. I'm totally surprised. And this would have been laughable if it wasn't so serious. So you see a bunch of podcast hitters, you see a bunch of people, even Tucker Carlson, okay, Steve Bannon, are devastated that Trump would actually change his mind on a lot of the things that he has said during the campaign to get elected, and now that he's in office, total reversal. Well, what do you expect? Which planet have you been living on for the last however many years you've been on Earth? And these guys have been on Earth at least 50 years. So you would think that they would know better. But here they are, all shocked, all surprised. Oh my God, he was supposed to be a president that promotes peace and non-involvement in forever foreign wars. What is he doing? Oh, he's betrayed the MAGA. If that is how emotional and sentimental that you guys are, it tells me that you understand nothing about American politics and American government. I also saw Candace Owens on her show. Oh my gosh, how could Trump do this? Oh, it's a total betrayal. And went into a whole set of reasons of why he should not have done this. It's just amazing. It's just amazing that you guys will be shocked. A matter of fact, if you look at the last 40 years in terms of American foreign policy, nothing has changed. In terms of foreign policy, from president to president, nothing has changed. It cannot be changed. Now, Donald Trump learned pretty well in his first term. So the mistakes he made in the first term, where he tried to go against the grain, and he paid a dear price. Now, he's not going to make the same mistakes in the second term. He knows that in a certain respect, he has to play ball. In this life, you've got to understand that there are bosses of all bosses. Okay? And there are bosses of bosses. Understand that. So do not be surprised when you see all of this happen. It's like, oh my God, how could he? As a matter of fact, he's actually been a politician. A politician can keep his word when it is in his best interest to keep his word. And when it is not, he can break his word. They do it all the time. So don't be shocked. Don't be disappointed. Don't be heartbroken. Don't be melodramatic about it. It's the reality of this dangerous, deadly game of politics. I mean, you could go as far back as Jimmy Carter, post-1979, after the Iranian Revolution, and you would see quite possibly that Jimmy Carter had the same ideology, had the same stance on Iran as every subsequent president. So in the last 40 years, nothing has changed in terms of foreign policy. George W. Bush had the same stance on Iran. As a matter of fact, he had Iraq, Iran, and North Korea labeled as an axis of evil. Every subsequent president had the same stance on Iran. So for you to believe, or for you to think that all of a sudden Trump is going to come in and he's going to change foreign policy, it does not work like that. Presidents generally can change domestic policy. But again, as I have said, if you look throughout presidencies across the board, there is no change in foreign policy. So my friends, stop being naive. There are industries, tons of industries that supports those foreign policies. So you can't come in and negatively impact those industries. You'll be in trouble. You'll never win another election. You'll never get voted in again. That, my friends, is the reality of it. And while Tucker is my guy and all, I would think that in his experience and all these years of being in journalism and reporting on politics, you would think that he would be a little more emotionally intelligent about this whole political thing. And I know Steve Bannon understands what's going on. Of course, he may be disgusted. Of course, he may be hurt. Of course, he may be disappointed. But he understands that this is how it works. So, stop being so goddamn dramatic about the whole thing. So try to understand that in all of this, Trump is in a very difficult position.